Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. The veneer of a new season is gone as we hit the middle third of the schedule. It's away here in Week 7. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now Daniels to throw. This one falls incomplete.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. To throw, Daniels. Complete out to the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Teerlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Daniels. And And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. He's off to the races. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. Young Hui Koo on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Return starts from the goal line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Daniels coming back after that pick. Caught, nice gain left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And the Commanders will have a first. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Man in motion here. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. He's on the move. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Cooper DeJean with the stop.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now, Daniels. Finds the in route complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Daniels on 1st down. Got Sinnott. It's complete. He's forward. Gets a couple of yards. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 27. Completed to his running back. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Man in motion, headed right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
We call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Daniels. Forced out to his right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders reach pay dirt for the first time this game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Returnable from the 2. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet. Have that
His first throw is an interception. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. You get a pick 6, you get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 a multiple highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Motioning Williams left. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Commanders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Daniels now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Daniels back to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he takes this inside the red zone to the 15 before going out. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. from the red zone now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Trying to locate it. Oh, no! He lost it! And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Saquon. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Here we go, sack.
Throwing off the play fake here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Gets him on the in route. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Go!
Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Still sticking with the passing game. Escapes the pocket. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Barkley pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's not loose. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Kate, I am telling you, ball security critical over the entire 100 yards. If you start smelling that end zone, you're inside the 5. Boy, you've got to take care of that ball at all costs and can't let it get ripped free.
Let's go.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. Throw complete to Sinnott. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Hits his running back. And he's out of bounds just before reaching the 30. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
It's taken in by Sinnott. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
On the jump.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Again, Daniels to the air. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go. Set.
Another try following the sack. Caught for big yards on the right side. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Set up. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Set.
From the 23. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
Curve 19. Go. Go.
Dropping back to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And he makes the Huts go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Returnable from the 1. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick 6. Setting up the running back screen. He runs it up to midfield. Look at him go. He's to the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Koo on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Simple dive up the middle. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Now Daniels off the play action. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And the Eagles will start their drive in optimal field position.
Let's go now.
They give to Barkley, left side. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. But, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Eagles. Backed up and facing 1st and 20. They're throwing it. Has him on the quick hitter. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, And he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Huh.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Chap 60, chap 60. Ready?
Pass play on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
Here we go.
They send him left out of the slot.
Ready, ready.
2nd and 10 now. He sends this one to the end zone. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Go.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Warriors 17. 19 Lions. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He's on the move. Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. It's a 21-yard gain, and the Commanders will have a first.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Ready up.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
18, Pioneer. Take go.
Trying again following the sack. He's throwing deep to the left side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
Go.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Rocco 80. Hut, hut.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he finds him enough room to get it up to the 42-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. From the 42. Taking a deep shot here. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They've got first down from the 31.
Buffalo 18. Let's go. Come 19. Come 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. He'll throw it yet again. Throwing this back in the end zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Come on. Set. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
He'll throw it. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that's incomplete. With 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Whew, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The kick by Lutz is good. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Let's go now.
He's back to throw. He's trying to go deep again. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Slot man motioned over. Running left. This is Barkley. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry. Bringing up 2nd and 5. Looking to the air here. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Here we go, set. 70 range, 70 range. Take over.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Handoff now out of the gun. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's not a call on the play sheet where you're expecting to get into space and win a foot race. You make that call to get a few yards and move on. So getting some good yardage on that one's a victory for the offense.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Cougar 19. Hut, hut.
Option play, they give it to Barkley. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Rolling left, buying some time. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here we go.
From the 19. Chased out to his right. This throw is caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. The back's got it. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
19, Pioneer. Ready.
Throwing from the gun here. Rolling out to his left. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
He keeps it himself. He'll be touchdown short of the marker, so 4th down coming up.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. One, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call? Well, that leaves me, and I think many, scratching our heads.
Let's go.
Less than a yard, all that's needed on 4th and goal. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. Pretty easy kick here, Brock, just 22 yards. The kick by Lutz is good. And doing what they can against the lead as it's back down to 12.
He's happy to bring them 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
First and 10 from the 41.
Let's go now.
Putting a receiver in motion. Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Second and 8. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Well, that's a gain that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
They've got a man in motion. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Throw complete to Sinnott. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders push their lead further to start the half. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders go up by 19. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And that return gets him a little extra. Then if he'd taken that knee, he's up above the 25 before he heads out of bounds. They're out and set. First and 10.
Cowboy 80. Here we go.
They send a man in motion.
Hut, hut.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Shut up. Hut.
They'll throw on first. Oh, he put everything he had into that. He's got it inside the 25. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles shrinking the lead some in the third. Koo on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Here's a handoff up the gut. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3. Man in motion out of the slot. carries here. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Daniels back to throw. Connects with Johnson. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Completed to his running back. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check down.
And that's a Washington touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders go up by 19. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Chooses to bring this one out. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Let's go now.
Throwing from the gun. Barkley's got it. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter.
Ready up.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Riggs. 18. Cut. 18. Rattler. Hut.
They'll try and throw it here. On the move, headed right. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
These are so often the plays. I mean, we talk about it all the time, the thin line, the thin margin between winning and losing in this league. But when you put a capital E in effort and you break a tackle like that, especially in the second half, it often propels you to victory.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass play.
Put the body on the line for his team. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. Koo with the extra point. And the Eagles shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. The kick team out there for the Eagles. And this one is sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Back to the well again. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. They'll run here following the penalty. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Daniels now. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Eagles have some new life in the 4th. Well, no matter the outcome today, partner, I think we can all agree it's been very exciting watching him throw the ball. He's found the end zone 4 times, but he's now given it away 3 times as well.
Yeah, if he were a golfer, his scorecard would be fascinating because a bunch of birdies, but these bogeys and double bogeys he's got to eliminate.
Yeah.
It's really been high risk, high reward through the air. And you never want to slow a quarterback down in that production he's found with his aggressiveness, but you've also got to find a way to turn that governor on, take a little less risk, and take care of that football.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. From the 36. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 3rd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Throw on 3rd down. Buys time, rolling right. He's running for it. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll go down here at the 16. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
From the red zone now. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Koo on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Plowing up the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they can just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This play goes for 36. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Here we go, set. Go.
On first down, they'll run. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be second and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
From the 18 on second down. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Commanders with a 5-point lead. Here's Riley Patterson. A lot riding on this field goal try. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 70 range, 70 range. Set go.
Setting up to pass. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
That's just a gorgeous corner route by the wide receiver. I bet you'll find, Kate, in the annals of football history, the best corner route runners as receivers are also the best slant runners, the best post runners, because it's all about change of direction, and that was put.
And he runs out of bounds a yard or 2 behind the line. Couldn't get all the way back. That's going to count as a sack.
He only lost a yard, but how many times do we see a team where just a yard or inches short on 4th down? Well, every little bit counts. He's got to just throw that one out of bounds. Don't run it out for the sack.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. Well, no surprises here. They decline the holding call and hang on to the interception. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They give it to him again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Able to find Dotson here. And this one doesn't go far. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he has it all the way up across the 40 to the 41. Pick up good for 9 yards, and that's going to bring up 4th and 3. The Commanders ready for the punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Oh, nice punt, and the fair catch going to stick them at the 7. No return on that punt. And they're going to be backed up deep in their own territory to begin this one. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time.
19 Lions. Ready.
He'll look to throw it. Trying to push it deep downfield. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he's able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Philadelphia.